Welcome back, everybody, to East Coast Throwdown presents Community Throwdown. We are at week 2 of the second series of doing this. I am Brad Muse. Joining me today is Liston the Prince, and we are getting ready to bring you guys the top 4 of tonight's Guilty Gear Strive bracket. Once again, congratulations to IDOM for the doubleheader, winning tonight's Street Fighter V bracket. But now we get to look over to this Guilty Gear Strive in the winner's side, Shine versus Bean, and in waiting in losers semis, Trevwerd, and Razzo. Let's start with winners final, Shine and Bean.
I believe they've played each other before. I'm not sure if they played each other in New York, but I think they didn't they play each other at CEO or no, not CEO. I think maybe they played each other last week on this.
Maybe I feel like I'm not remembering a Potemkin last week. I feel like I don't remember seeing Shine last week, but
Mm.
maybe I'm wrong. I
I,
know
I
that we
feel like
saw Bean because I feel no, because Hotashi won last week.
yeah, I feel like I've seen them play, but I don't remember where I saw them play. It might have been CEO. And
I
and
just what is your opinion on the matchup? Because the character matchup? Because my
well,
gut instinct, right? Like we kept saying last week about Bean was that Chip bleeds and Potemkin can churn out this damage. So I feel like if Shine gets that one call that just manages to swat the fly that is Chip, I feel like the matchup will just explode. But what do you think?
I agree with that sentiment. To be honest with you, now obviously Chip, very strong character in this game, has a good set play, can keep you guessing multiple times. And the thing about Pot, he doesn't have to make you guess multiple times. He does very good
Right.
chip damage on block as well. So in that regards, a lot of characters have to deal with pressure that's not only just straight up just damage to your life bar, as in I hit you or I command grabbed you. No, I'm doing chip damage, and then you have to FD that just to mitigate that situation. It's gonna reduce your meter, and then a lot of those situations he's at a spacing where you can't DP, you can't burst, and then you have to decide. Oh, I'm gonna backdash, take this hit, so I end up back in neutral again. Now, Bean is probably gonna be looking to play a more neutral game and choose their spots to get the hit, to get a knockdown, probably start the game
Hmm.
going. Now, if played perfectly, Potemkin doesn't really have a reversal, so there isn't that scare for
Right.
Bean to look out for, and he is a big target. Things is gonna hit,
That's true. That's true. It's not going to be hard to stick out a limb and catch it. I
but
do think that the players are in the lobby. I think we're ready to go.
mm,
Yeah, I'm going to be curious to see how it pans out. I remember one thing that we saw a lot from Bean last week was like a lot of really spacing out like 2D into Rekka and the stagger pressure off of that. And what really smoked Bean a lot, like you had called out, was that Hotashi seemed to have really labbed the instant block timing there, and it was
yes,
forcing Bean's spacing to be off from what they were used to otherwise.
I,
I wonder if
I
Shine's
wonder
going to
if
have a similar degree of competency defensively.
yep. All right, gets all right. That knockdown didn't really lead to much, and but Shine immediately bursts. Already goes for his tick throw. That was super plus.
Okay, we're staying way in. Oh, clipped with the low, right back into the throw. Bean
Oh no,
really in control right now.
yeah, but that was an accident. Maybe you wanted to be closer to go for that meaty dust. I feel like that's not what Bean wanted to do.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. And like, as bad as this position in theory looks for Shine, I cannot but feel like it could still swing back around. All Shine really needs is one big swing. All right, Bean stuck in the corner. Are we going to call out? Oh, it looked like Shine was ready for a cross up of some kinds to get out of the corner, but not ready for that one.
Oh, what a backdash and a punish as well.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
talk about studying matchups, but Bean looks very prepared for the
Did
situation.
Shine? I feel like Shine hit Bean literally twice, and Bean's health
And
was brought that
yeah,
low.
like it took the entire round for Bean to win, and within that round, there were like Shine took off 70% of the life bar, but was losing the entire round.
This pressure game from Bean has been really, really dominant, and
Yep.
just making it very difficult for Shine to try to stick out anything. There's that
Oh,
IB though.
yeah, yeah. Like I I think especially more experienced Guilty Gear players, they're gonna look at like, oh, you're doing records a lot. I know what I can do about this. I can IB. You can be closer to me. Then I get the challenge. Maybe even certain situations punish. And what did he get hit by? He got hit like twice.
I mean, counter hit anti-airs on these cross-ups. Oh no, the burst gets baited.
Oh, and full
Being gonna bring
conversion
this
to the
wall to
corner.
wall.
No, yeah, opts to not break the wall. I agree. You get to keep this corner pressure going just a little bit longer.
I feel like it's so rare that that is the call that we see made in Strive. Even at the high level, I feel like it's so common to just break the wall. But I have to say that I like that it's the call that Bean is making so far in this matchup. It just
Yeah, like
being able to be this annoying fly just buzzing around Shine and forcing Shine to like have to weather this offense. If I didn't know better, like Shine might as well be playing a Dragon Ball game with how much he's just blocking.
yeah, like. Oh yeah, so yeah, I guess someone got disconnected. We're gonna have to wait until that's figured out. Second. Oh,
Yeah, I think it's just some sort of lobby shenanigans. Right, so that is still one game up for Bean.
what is that? Is that a chair and is that like a chainsaw? What is that in his hand?
That looks like a so I think for Shine it looks like a steel chair. I am not completely sure what was in Bean's hand.
I remember last season, Shine was he was representing the amount of ducats that he won in these tournaments. You know, the gear got a little bit more intricate. This time, right now, he's in the white beater. Hasn't won the ducats yet. Maybe Bean has something to say about that.
God, a whole lot of slide head representation right now from Shine.
Oh.
Great back throw, and look at, oh my God, you're deleted.
Oh, I'm surprised he's, okay, well, I'm surprised it didn't actually just outright just kill him, but.
The Potemkin Buster?
Yeah, I was like,
the game should have a, yeah, whatever, I'll give it to you engine.
I mean, I was like, yo, he lost so much damage on that. You may as well just give him the Pixel one, like whatever. All right, but Bean on this offense, yeah, that was super plus, super meaty. Look at all that meter on Bean's side. Was that a conversion?
I think I can't help but feel like it seems like as soon as Shine does get the opportunity to make a play, Bean is getting smoked defensively on his wake up a lot, and Shine is just getting a lot of these hits to work out. Oh, we're gonna be able to close out the round with that one round apiece now.
Yeah, I mean it was still a hard-earned round. Like Shine did like 2 guesses defensively, and then it was almost even.
I want to keep calling out that like Bean is doing such a good job of whenever slide head happens in this particular range, Bean is backdashing and avoiding dealing with slide head altogether. Uh-oh.
It has to burst right there. Okay, we're gonna do Aegis Reflector. Oh no, watch your toes.
Oh wow. Nice mobility from Bean, avoids the super.
That was good left right there because a counter hit with it too. Break the wall.
Right, we want that positive bonus.
Yeah, it'll be very useful to get in on this monster.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely been a willingness to like use red or purple RC to try to extend the pressure, but just that 2P.
That's all tied up. You know, literally checking the chanclas. I don't think he wears shoes. I think he's actually wearing sandals. Right? Literally checking the chanclas. They weren't on tight. Right? And now they're all tied up 1-to-1.
I think it's boxing gloves on Bean's avatar. I think I caught it that time. He's ready to throw hands.
Oh, alright. Take the hit on that. I'll wake up DP for the first time in this set. This is a 3 out of 5, by the way. I like Bean's approach to slide heads. Just kind of walking forward. And then when he's in range, he'll try to backdash and get a punish on it.
Yeah, I don't know how much he's gotten the punishes. Okay, we got the red RC, we got the follow-up here. Are we going to go for the wall break? Yes, we are. It's a pretty good position to be in if you're Bean right now. You've got the life lead, you've got the burst on deck. And the
Yep.
spacing in the ground game has been pretty consistently good here for Bean. Like you called out the backdash on the slide head. There's a lot
Yep.
of like just using the mobility that he has. Like on paper, you would think that Chip being the smaller character with the shorter limbs is not going to be contesting in the ground game, but you
Mm.
add in that mobility and the momentum behind the dashes, and what you
Yeah,
instead
the
have
thing
is someone who can absolutely compete.
yeah, like the thing is though, like mobility is his weapon, his tool of choice, right? And then Potemkin has like, you know, like stronger attacks, right, button wise, but they do
Oh
have a
my
bit
god.
more lag
This,
on whip.
did you just,
Oh, he's
this
dead.
man's entire life just got mixed.
Yeah, yeah, he's dead. Yeah, that's 2-1. Yeah, yeah, yeah. As I was talking, I was like, this, yeah, he's gonna die. So let me
Bean
just
just
finish my thoughts.
Bean just crowdsourced an episode of Will It Blend Shine, and the answer is yes. That was left, right, left. Somebody check this man's ankles.
I know, and I gotta appreciate that Bean goes for the max damage combos as well. Like Chip, it doesn't exactly pump out the biggest damage in situations, but Bean is like trying to get as much as possible. And not only is he being rewarded with as much damage Chip can do, but he's also being rewarded with the corner carry, which will get closer to the corner, and then you start the party gets started there. All right, nice punish on that. Oh wait, slight miscalculation. Wasn't really sure how far he was. Dropped the combo, and now oh he's dead.
Wow.
Yeah,
That
that
mental
went
math
from
that I do where I'm like, he looks like he should live, but then again, he's Chip.
yeah like and it was a slight miscalculation from Bean too. Dropped the one combo. And, oh
I'm
yeah,
torn on that burst. I like,
well I
and
mean
you're dead. It's just, I understand why, but I felt like you had already taken so much damage. Unless that combo was going to continue to the point of wall break, I don't know that bursting there made sense. Like you already took the damage.
I feel like the wall break would have saved him. He would have been away from him. He would have been out of the corner. Like at that point in time, like all right, I guess I'll let him break the wall so I can get away from him. Keep this burst. All right, but now we're on set point on this winners final. Well, not set point, like final game.
I feel like Bean is okay, now Bean is in. The IB, oh, so ready with the IAD back though was Bean because Shine has been representing. Oh my god, that damage.
Oh no.
Oh, are you dead?
Oh,
Yes, you are.
He's starting the next round missing half life. That's how dead he is. Like
Show this man enlightenment. I feel like
the
there's something
irony is-
thematically interesting about the character from the only country in the world that doesn't use magic and instead uses technology, also being the one that quite literally brings you to heaven before he brings you back down to the earth.
I mean, it's funny because aren't they in hell right now? He jumped out of hell straight to heaven, back down to hell. Like,
Oh wait, is this location like literally hell?
I don't know. It might not be. It might not. I feel like I think that's always the joke. Oh, he uses the always still combo.
Well, that's why they ask the question at the beginning, right? They say heaven or hell because nobody knows where they are.
Oh, good backdash.
Backdashes.
Yeah, that
I
was
feel
like that was like guess for game. That backdash.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And that's what I was going to say is Bean is starting to get wise to these. Are we going to be able to close this out? Yes, we are. We are going to the true final round here.
Yeah, maybe a little bit too greedy on Shine's side, going for those command grabs.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I feel like we've seen a lot of the command grabs. And sure, it's a big value play. And I suppose if you weigh out the risk reward, Chip doesn't deal out enough damage. Like, think of the amount of command grabs you need to whiff and get punished before... I feel like Shine is freestyling, and it's working out spectacularly. That's going to break the wall. Bean's going to be on the back foot.
Oh, what a chase down. Oh, and the 5P to close it out. This is my sky. It has been protected. And Shine was doing something really cool that was like that was kind of a good adjustment. I haven't seen anybody else do this, but in the situations where it might be just picking up on a habit of being, but
Hmm.
like when he goes for Oki, he might go with the down LK, the dive kick, right? And then
Right.
immediately afterwards, he might go for like what is it, Alpha Blade, the one that goes up through you and it's a
Uh-huh.
cross up, and then Shine just 6P'd and it didn't hit it. It made him go through it, and then he punished it on the other side.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. Yeah, that is a good call out. And I mean, those are the types of small adjustments. It's like we said at the top of the matchup, right? Like the thing
Mm,
about Chip versus Potemkin is going to be like you need to figure out how you get through the storm of just all the crap that Chip is bringing to the screen. Because if you do get through it and you get the opportunity to do something, it's going to be explosive. And we saw how often Chip's health bar just got deleted. So
yeah,
yeah, Shine waits on in grand finals rather. There were words in there. Bean
words.
drops into the losers finals, waiting to play the winner of what I presume our next match is going to be Trevwerd and Razzo.
Yes, yes. Um, I don't know which character Trevwerd plays, but obviously we talk about Razzo, one of the stronger Leo players in the country.
And
Definitely,
I mean,
definitely.
I feel like that's high praise, right? Because there's a lot of really good Leos.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, well, when we look at the online tournaments, Razzo definitely no stranger to on the online world. Started making their way to the offline world, especially with community throwdown as well. The finals that happened was one of the 8 qualifiers there. I think Razzo also did very well at CEO. I forgot the placing, but I know it was within top 8. It may have been like fifth or something like that. I don't know, but
See, now
I
now I got myself wanting to pull up the bracket on the side and try to remember because
I
I
mean,
was gonna say I'm
I
like I
feel
know
I feel like
K7
I feel like
won.
it was top 8. But yeah, 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 yeah. But so obviously for someone that for me I haven't heard about them before Strive, right? So for someone that's so new, doing very well tournament wise, online and offline as well. Now we're gonna find out what Trevwerd has because I don't believe I've ever seen this player play. Oh,
Okay,
now this
so
matchup,
we got to watch this not with these players, but we did get to watch this matchup last week. I
yes.
think.
And Razzo had took part in that matchup last week.
Razzo's doing a really good job of making sure, like I think exactly in range of every poke. Wow, had the bar, so you had to respect
Mm,
the 5D.
backdashing
Beyblade
out
into
that
backdash.
Beyblade.
Trevwerd has All right, Trevwerd finally in that tier 3 blood gauge now, but I don't think you're going to be able to get much out of it. Nope, once this wall
At
break
all.
happens, you're going to lose out on this first game.
Yeah, like interesting thing, Razzo is ending a lot of their combos with the heavy flash kick. I guess it has a hard knockdown property. I guess if you're going for the hard knockdown, you can maximize your damage while going for that. Alright, not gonna spend any super.
I wonder if you had supered there, how close it would have been. All right, well, I think you get to kill off this. Had the second, had the remaining bar to close out after the red RC. That's a quick first game here for Razzo, which actually, it looks like signed to Intel. There's a pull for you.
Yes, 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 yes. Oh yeah, that's new.
Yeah.
That's new.
So
Yeah,
congrats on
Razzo.
that.
Yeah, congrats. Got sponsored by Intel.
And we're loading right back in. I mean, if I'm Trevwerd, right? Uh, I need to see any sort of signs of life. I feel like Trevwerd just got absolutely bulldozed over by Razzo in that last game.
And initially started looking pretty good damage wise, but then Razzo, once their offense started going,
Yeah.
didn't seem like Trevor had the answers.
I feel like already there's this like this early command grab I don't like from Trevwerd either. I feel like Trevwerd is not doing a good job of keeping the blood stacked high enough to
Mm,
extend the normals to win the ground game. So what we're
mm,
instead seeing is Trevwerd stuck in this level 1, maybe level 2 blood, and just kind of stuck where
Mm.
he doesn't have the limbs to contest on the ground.
Oh, this is gonna kill. um, to be honest with you, like I kind of don't mind like command grabs from him because you kind of get to use more special moves, right? So it does increase the offense going, but it didn't seem like it seemed like Razzo DPS, and and he's definitely representing it. So Trevor maybe being a bit more wary on offense. Whoa, what
Oh
was that?
God! What? Oh, wow!
He must be listening to me. Yeah, I DP.
And he's DPing in these wild contexts. Is the
Is his
call that
name?
like there's an
Oh, counter?
expectation of Beyblade to just come?
Oh no, even better. I got one better for you. What?
Oh,
What?
he still gets blown up for it. Has to burn the burst too.
Yo, is his name Razzo or is it Rago? You know what that means?
I don't. I wish you could have
It's
seen my face because I was like, "There's a joke I'm missing or something,
there's a
isn't
joke.
there?"
It's a Street Fighter 4 joke. Oh, it's a UK joke.
Ah, okay.
Rago. Oh, he dead.
Yeah, I mean, Trevwerd is just getting completely smoked. And yeah, an element of it is that Trevwerd is being more defensive because of Razzo's overwhelming tendency to DP. But like
Yep, but
we've
like
seen what a Nago can do in the Leo matchup to try to do something. And a lot of it is like you want to sit at that higher tier of blood. You want to really control the screen there because at that
mm,
point you have the more dominant ground game and it forces Leo to have to sort of try to play a little bit differently. And we're not seeing that. Instead, Trevwerd is sticking to these lower tiers of blood gauge and is, I
mm.
feel like, ending every
Oh,
combo string in a way that like burns blood back, so never goes particularly high.
oh, what a close ass. All right, and Razzo's just kind of dancing all around Trevor. Has the blood. All right, not really maximizing offense with it, and Razzo just easily gets out of that situation. Has the
Yeah,
meter
and
up.
that was part of what I meant when I said that I didn't like the command grabber earlier.
Yeah,
Was like it was in a spot where like the blood was already low, so it was gonna
yeah.
empty so quick that you didn't
Like you're
necessarily
not
get the
wrong.
same opportunity to just be belligerent and cash out a whole bunch of special moves together.
Should do a lot of damage. Has the corner situation going. Gonna finish the Rekka.
Oh no.
Oh no, yeah, you know he's waking up DB there.
Oh, are you dead? Oh, okay.
Got obliterated. All right, Trevor. This goes without saying, but Trevor needs to win this round.
I mean, Razzo going into this with burst already and already having Trevwerd stuck at the corner here is not a strong
And
start.
getting the
We're gonna be able to
bonuses.
bonus and Oki. What's the Oki gonna be? If I see round start DP for no reason, I will lose my shit. Okay, we didn't. Thank God. But instead, Razzo's still gonna be able to close this out because that will do it. Yes, it was. For a second, I was like, oh, did you really just drop the combo? But no, the wall splat lasts an actual eternity. And Razzo closes
Yeah,
out a quick 3-0. And I really just feel like Trevor just kind of didn't have an answer for the matchup. It was
yeah,
just
like
there's
it's
things that we know that Nagos will do either just as part of what they do or specifically for this matchup where they want to play in a slower pace and try to slow things down. And we saw none of them really from Trevor.
yeah. I will say that I believe that the matchup is in Nagua's favor, and I think most Leo players they don't really enjoy the matchup as well.
Right.
You know,
Well,
this
who
is a
enjoys the
nat
Nago matchup?
exactly. There's a bunch of natural strengths that Nago has in those matchups. You know, the longer limbs, the ability to check from longer ranges. You know, like and then the damage output as well. If you
Right.
read something properly. Now that being said, speaking of reading properly, Razzo was pretty on point with when they DP'd. It's
Right.
like you can call it random whatever you want, but they were landing. Those DPs weren't blocked very much. So there's a lot of calculator risk going in, into that too. And it seemed like whatever strengths in neutral that that you can enjoy with Nago, it seems like he was trying to mitigate that situation, scare you out of that. Then that started opening up the door for forward dashes, and there
Right.
wasn't a lot of IEDs in, like because that's
No, no.
what the usual tendency is. If I can't, if I don't have the ground, then I have to go to the air, right? And
But he had
then
the ground.
but he had the ground because he's like, oh no, you're scared to do this, and especially if he hits a DP, and he's gonna get the hard knockdown from the heavy DP. But if he hits a DP
Hmm.
with some meter, then he gets the corner carry and bigger damage too. So I think there were a lot of good just bets that just kind of paid off. Um, these two no strangers to each other. Definitely have played each other multiple times. Already has the knockdown. Oh, and Bean just casually just jumps out of that.
Yeah, you could see that Razzo was like trying to position themselves in a way to catch Bean for overextending, but the result of it was that they both gave each other enough respect that they just kind of ended up out of the corner accordingly.
I mean, it's not easy to catch Chip from overextending with more jump options too. Like it has to be a pretty good read if you're gonna hard read it. All right, goes to the mix-up
Oh,
blocks. That was a good safe jump from Razzo on offense.
Razzo's like the way that Razzo staggered and delayed that 6K was really good, but Bean in that spot seemed very committed to just blocking it out, which makes sense, right? Like, why are you going to take a big risk against a Leo who has you cornered?
Oh, and it seems like everybody's been picking up on what I should do about the Rekka pressure with the IB. Razzo opting to IB that first Rekka as well. All right, no burst coming yet. But it looks like a slight drop,
Ooh.
or maybe the intentional drop.
Finds the side swap there, does Razzo, gets a Bean in the corner.
I think he
Alive.
dead. Okay, well, not dead, but
Oh,
when I like the
and
little
look at the
slight
delays
hesitation.
there once again. Dash forward, wait, 2K.
All right, gets the first knockdown. Nice IB. Oh, he chases down the backdash. Now you're in the blender, but able to successfully block the third time. The good thing about getting mixed by Chip is that a lot of them don't do a lot of damage.
Right.
It's more like
It's,
death by 1,000 cuts.
uh-oh. If there's a place that you're gonna get damage though, it's on a burst
Yes.
bait there. Bean with the big equalizer. Blue RC from Razzo, but we don't see a whole lot out of it. I think maybe Razzo's trying to play for that burst bait.
And double IB there. Yeah, I think a lot of players are like, oh, that's what I do against chip pressure. I IB them. Still alive. Oh, what a chase down in the backdash.
Yeah, great. I think Razzo's done a very good job of just staying in the pocket. The utilization of the 6K, those double dashes there, that chase down in that particular sequence really good, and it's absolutely staying right on top of him. And I mean, sure, Leo could do that. The 5S, 5H is really good. Has the Berserker Slash to try to get in that way. But one, the Berserker Slash has already been thrown a couple of times.
Yeah.
So gonna tend towards that a bit less. But I think just the speed that Bean plays the ground game with, you don't want to be in that mid-range if you don't have to.
no.
And Razzo obviously has the capability to move in with some other stuff. You're going to lose out on this round, though. Still just barely alive, but you are down as much as you can conceivably be down. The air throw to close out the round and a perfect from Bean.
Yeah, like super dominant round and a very slow starter for Razzo this time. You gotta readjust yourself because now you don't have a burst as a buffer. Whatever decision you make defensively, it might be the last decision, but
One thing it
I mean,
seems like Razzo is
whoa.
doing is Razzo will stick out a limb, but is not often ready to commit behind it. So we saw like that
Mm.
5S hit, and it went straight into that 6K
Oh,
rather than trying to finish off into something else. Closing out a round, not a perfect, but another very healthy round there for Razzo here. One round apiece here in game 2.
oh, nice air grab. Yeah, and now they're air scooping each other. Still, neither of them are very close to getting a burst.
Yeah, so I mean, they both just kind of have to hold this, right? Oh my god, they were about to make each other hold it. Look at how aggressive that round start was, but there's the DP. Fireball is not respected. Instead, just like before, Bean just kind of up forwards,
Oh,
out of the corner.
okay, RC available. Goes for another tick grab. Tick grab has just kind of been name of the game. Coming as the set goes on. Well, I guess like when the defense gets as high, you have to, you know, you gotta work that strike throw mix up.
Yeah, and especially given Razzo's tendency to DP, right? Like every one of those strike throws is like, it's almost planting that seed of like, you know what you should do if that's your defensive tendency, you should
Mm,
do it more. And if Bean starts, you know, doing those tick throws and then waiting a second, it's just gonna leave these bigger spaces where Bean can cash out even more damage. Like the Galaxy Brains sort of like where the breadcrumbs are leaving are to open up these like big counter hit combo conversions for Bean in the long run.
mm. Safe jump there. Right. Doesn't want to see the end of that combo. Good challenge.
A real scrap of a round so far, but this is
Mm.
working out to Razzo's benefit, given that Chip has way less life. And now stuck in the corner has the red RC. We are going to see the burst once again towards the tail end of the combo here.
Yeah, like didn't want to get let the wall break, and gonna successfully take this first round of the third game. Gets a nice little whip punish there, and that didn't like it.
The Shadow Clone comes out, gets clipped low. I don't know what Razzo is doing. I feel like Razzo's just getting kind of opened up in this mid-range position. Maybe, I mean, there was no like counter or anything, so it wasn't a throw tech by RC.
A little tricky there. Razzo didn't do an RC. I was gonna say didn't really get it. Oh, tried to take that burst so hard.
He wanted it. I mean, the up forward there, it was the hardest of reads, but you didn't have the bar to go for like the tricky red RC stuff. We're gonna be able to close this out too, because once that super pops your burst safe.
Yeah, and he just got the burst too. Unfortunate, but fortunately, we'll be able to start off this next round with burst. What a challenge right there.
Yeah, no, that was a great 2K.
I see Bean is trying to find counterplay to people IBing his records.
All right, now you're in the blender. The bait on the burst finally working out for Razzo. That's gonna hit as an OTG, right? Yep.
Oh, not that. Backdash,
Nice
punishes.
backdash from Bean. Oh wow, this could still really go either way.
Oh yeah.
I mean, off the
The only
wall
thing
break
is
now.
has
Razzo's in
a
mid
lot of
screen.
meter.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like, you know, starting the round like that, you know, it's a neutral start. So nobody had a real advantage, but except for Razzo, who had 100% tension.
Right. And I like that call there. It was just like fast fireball and a PRC, and you can really play every option on the screen. And it's like, you know, if you did nothing, I get to go in and run my mix and try to kill you. If you committed to something, I either just kill you in the trade or, you know, I can counter around it. It ended up being a really good call. 2 games up, 2-1 rather now for Razzo over Bean.
Good defense so far. As I say that, the toes get checked.
We haven't really seen the DP represented from Bean a whole lot, have we?
No, not much. If we're talking about DPs and Razzo's in the game, we usually assume it's him.
Right.
It's jump back, no burst from Razzo, and you see Bean actually stop the combo short, trying to bait out. Razzo does kind of burst a little bit earlier. Okay, is he gonna burst there? No, dropping the combo again. Yeah, and finally
Okay,
burst.
bursting.
Yeah, he did the hero
Oh,
burst,
okay.
but you know the hero doesn't get the girl this time. You know.
No whiff punish on the 2D.
A bit off in the safe jump, and put him in a very bad spot in the corner, but fighting his way out very valiantly.
Oh, I love that backdash from Bean because understanding the tendency from Razzo to go for like a dash forward or a 6K or something to try to close the space.
And yeah, you see Bean like exercising some of that fast movement with Chip just to kind of like control Razzo in a way, or confuse Razzo from his approaches.
Great meaty fireball. A lot of respect. PRC from nothing. We get the side swap though. Does Bean.
Good
The
match.
challenge of just that 5P and so smart to go for the throw because that's burst safe. Bean bringing that burst in, but this is now set point here for Razzo.
Yeah, already using the DP. Good tech from Razzo. Alright, will that burst come? RC, oh! Alright, he's gonna break the wall. I mean, unless Razzo can land a hit, this is looking really good for being tied up.
Yeah, as long as we don't drop the combo, which we do not. 2 games apiece.
Yeah, I love the PRC there too, just to make sure that you can readjust it. Yeah, like that hard burst bait with the RC, just take it. Well,
It's been such a
unfortunately,
scrap of a match,
I
like
think so too.
altogether. But that's not super surprising with these characters, I suppose. And particularly, like you said, I feel like Razzo brings a sort of wild intensity that
Yeah, I
is just
mean,
gonna.
I feel like the matchup could be pretty volatile between these two. How fast they are, how fast Leo can take off damage, and it just chips movement in general. But I think like Razzo as well, like his playstyle making it more volatile.
Right. Some people just want to live in the scramble.
Trades. Oh, they actually traded.
There's been a lot of them. The burst goes away. Red RC for burst. I suppose we take those. Bean with a slight life lead.
Yeah, has the corner.
Oh, the tick throw again, like you called out. What are we gonna see again?
Oh, the challenge. I was gonna say the match. That was clean down. Oh, this is gonna kill.
Oh, that's yeah. All right, we're back on set point here for Razzo. Okay. Razzo opening up the tick throw game of his own. Wow, even the throws do way more damage on Chip.
No burst yet. Our opting to break the wall doesn't have any super as of yet. We'll have the positive bonus.
Oh, catches Bean for trying to push out. This is, I mean, depending on the hit, Bean may not get the opportunity to burst. Smart blue RC. Razzo knew that doing something burst safe was going to be the big play here.
Razzo is trying to play. Buttons is being pressed.
It's not working out too great. A whole bunch of meter for both of them. Blue RC again. Double blue RC. Oh my god, they're both bringing out all
burst.
the blue stuff.
Okay, but what?
Oh god.
Oh, I see what happened.
All right, so Bean manages to weather all that storm, but Razzo goes into this last round with burst.
No, yeah, right. But because it was a double, was
So
Razzo
because
up
it was
around?
a double KO, Razzo doesn't win off of it. He just
But
loses
Bean got
the round.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
lost the round. Oh no!
Oh my god, what a bad burst!
Oh, what a DP. Oh, nobody blocks that.
Oh, we hadn't seen that particular tool represented a whole lot. The wall
Oh,
break is gonna do it. Bean is gonna bring it back, and I have to give Bean credit in that last round in particular. It's like you said, Razzo was trying to play. All Razzo wanted was to close out that round. Razzo wants one thing, and it's disgusting. He wanted grab or command grab, and spent every resource that he had in order to do it. And
no,
Bean was
but
like, all right,
even
cool, then I'm just not gonna sit still.
even the last thing that happened with the double KO, it was gone like what Razzo did. Because all right, when he did the fireball and chipped IED'd over with JD, Razzo chicken blocked, but it was an IB. So usually if you chicken block, you land, you're gonna have landing recovery.
Mhm.
So it would definitely have been Bean's turn, right? But because it was an IB, landed didn't have that much recovery. That's how he was able to get the trade. Unfortunately, wasn't able to survive that trade, and because it was double KO, Bean got the round instead. I think it was any other game, besides the anime game, it wouldn't have worked
Yeah.
out that way.
Yeah, it was a real wild situation, but like
Yeah, if it was Street
it,
Fighter, definitely Razzo won that set. But
yeah,
because it's Guilty Gear, Bean won that set because he got the round instead.
right? It's nutty, and just everything that Bean had to do up until that point, right? Like from the second that it became clear, like that wall break happened, and it was like, all right, Bean dies to a throw. From that moment on, Bean played at like a 12 out of 10.
Yeah.
Just like all over the place, uncatchable, earns that chance up here in the grand finals with the run back against Shine.
Yep. It was pretty close. The first set. I'm sure Bean has some additional ideas on things to do.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing that intense ground game already, but this is similar to how the winners finals version of the set started, right? I feel like
Oh, definitely.
Bean, found that aggression at the very beginning, and Shine had to kind of weather the storm until he got the chance to start playing.
That was a good counter conversion. I opts to not use the super bar. Probably wouldn't have killed, and maybe it was more valuable to have to meet him. Oh dear.
All right. Well, thankfully, it's pretty scaled to the combo. Reversal super from Bean. You might as well. You can't take it with you. Round on the board.
I mean, he had 100% tension. Like, I'm out. All right, good defense from Shine. Gets clipped and knocked down. Now he's in the blender. Well, 5K challenge. I don't think I've ever seen that button as a challenge.
One thing that Bean is doing, I think, to deal with Slidehead more is it's a lot less of trying to whiff punish Slidehead and a lot more of just, ooh, man, that health bar was deleted. Bean is doing a lot more of just already being in position to just break through and power through the armor of the Slidehead instead. See?
Oh yeah, and I like
that was. I think that was an attempt at blocking the burst to try to make something happen, but it didn't work out. Maybe got crossed up. Oh, that extra overhead was dirty.
Yeah, the slide heads. It's like he's doing like a 5K or a 2K, and then getting the counter at 2D, and getting the conversion, the meterless conversion off of the 2D juggle. All right, good backdash. Don't want to block any Garudas right now. And that's the thing about this matchup. Like, it doesn't seem like Garuda on chip damage is a very big factor. It
You
seems
don't feel like it's a big factor.
Yeah, because like if you look at other matchups, right? Don't you feel like there's a way more chance of them getting knocked down? And you see it much more that other characters get knocked down way more often, right? And then they'll be forced to block maybe like two like Garudas.
Right.
or like a Garuda, then you have to guess for the situation. Maybe you might backdash, take the hit on the next Garuda, just get out of the situation. But like I feel like I feel like other characters are usually in a position where they have to take a hard guess. Like I have to sacrifice some damage to not die. And Chip is the one like driving the pace of the match. And Potemkin, as in Shine, is like fighting from a defensive spot for the entire round or game.
Right. Great spacing on that 2D there from Bean. Okay, Gold Burst working out. Chase down. All right,
burst.
I agree with that burst. I still had the double jump, so we got away from the air throw.
Yeah, it's super hard to chase down Chip. Alright. Bean already has 50% tension, slightly above. Has the meter bonus as well. Oh, nice little stagger, gets the knockdown. I think that was a punish.
Okay, we didn't get the pickup. Reflector goes out, we
Knocked
slide
down.
it out. Oh, big counter hit. That's going to close out the round.
Like Shine kind of stealing that one a little bit. But
I mean, I feel like that's kind of the pace of it, right? Is like,
yeah.
if at any
I
point
feel
Shine
like-
gets the ability to make a couple of calls, it's really only like 2 guesses away from winning against Bean at any point.
Yeah, like I also like with Shine is kind of in this spot where he has to reverse the pressure, and then there's a lot less times where Shine is the one actually with a mix of situations. It's more like, oh, I'm fighting from defense, and most of the damage
Right.
being done is from defense.
And you can kind of see Shine is really burning a whole lot of tension on FD to try to earn the space to make something happen. It's not working, and it's also making it that much harder, right? Where Shine does get some sort of poke out or something, we're not able to really keep the party started. Here is the party, however.
Hi, this is the
blocks
party.
Garuda, the second
It
Garuda.
has started. And that right there, that situation after the command grab was a much more usual or familiar pace of the game. Like usually
Right.
Potemkin gets knocked down, he's gonna go for Garuda pressure, tack on that gray hell. Not that gray hell, tack on that chip damage, tack on that wrist bar as well. Or maybe force you to use your FD. Force you to use your meter. You can meter your life, right?
Right. Looks like maybe trying to stick out some more preemptive limbs in the beginning there to try to slow Bean down, but it only stymied the offense for a short
What a
second there.
5P. Alright, successful command grab. Alright, good IB. And I like that Shine is going for different options after the IB. Shampoo.
He's just talking
Swear
about
to
his favorite Adult Swim anime of the late 2000s.
Daijo
wow.
Boo.
That
He
unfortunate
doesn't look
combo
very
drop
Daijo
from there
Boo right
from
now.
Bean.
Not
wow.
looking very Daijo Boo at all. Okay, counter it, gonna get this conversion. I love that too. I love that adjustment. Oh no. Oh, okay.
Oh man. Oh, there's 50 tension too. You're just dead.
Oh no, I had no doubt he was dead.
I didn't see how
was
much
that-
bar he had. I was like, oh, he'll live through the command grab. It's like, yeah, well, he'll live through the command grab.
Sure. Sure. Oh man. Alright, that's 2-1. And even from fighting from a defensive standpoint, I feel like Shine is starting to sneak in some more offense. Alright, but it's a 2-1 in favor of Shine. Shine is on the winner's side, so Bean has to win the next 2 games to keep this going. Yeah, see Shine getting those trades on the mix.
Yeah.
And I feel like this might be one of the first times I've seen somebody challenge at that point.
I wonder if that's part of the call is like, all right, if I if I challenge, then maybe the scramble works out better in my benefit. And
Well,
like,
yeah, Chip doesn't have the life to be like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna keep
right,
on betting.
right. That's part of what I mean, right? Like Potemkin does have some
Oh
of that,
dear.
and Chip
Yeah,
does
he
not.
went for the mix into the Aegis reflector. Oh, I like these delays too. Trying to mask command grab attempts. Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Spending all the meters. We are out.
Right. Oh, this pressure game is looking real strong and just backing way out. And it's once again that counter hit 2D. Closing out the round is Bean.
Yeah,
But
like that
Shine
was such a
earned that
good
burst
adjustment.
back, so.
Yeah, that was such a good adjustment. Being adding that into the game, so to speak, his game. And he, well, even
Okay.
with all the challenging from Shine, Bean not being dissuaded.
I mean, you really can't afford to be, right? If you have a game plan that's working,
Yep.
you kind of need to commit to at least some of it. Oh, the chase down.
Jesus.
Oh,
Okay, you can wake up buttons. And this is gonna be corner to corner. What?
what a back throw. Shine is on tournament point off
No,
that.
that was a back air grab.
Yeah, he understood. I mean, Bean's tendency has been to go for that upwards air. I don't remember the name of the moves, but that
Command grab.
upwards air option there to start with a lot. Oh my god.
Oh.
Shine.
I was like, yo, I'm trying to take this tournament right now.
He's like, you know what I do to Beans? Plant them. Boom. Spin the burst.
Oh no. Wait. Oh,
Oh,
no. Okay.
you
Congrats.
you had to do it, but like
Congrats.
Shine knew you had to do it, and you were at exactly that point where it was like, I can kill you in one command grab.
Yeah,
It's all that I need
because
to do, and you know
you know what
this.
it is. He probably didn't want to take the standing strong into like the this maybe, because
Yeah,
then you're
maybe.
locked out of bursting once this is grabs.
Right, but I think the problem was, right, is if he had done that, if he had just held that, he would have been alive.
Yeah.
So you would have had one more guess. The money play, I mean, if Shine had just went to finish the combo, then, you know, the burst comes out, you reset back to neutral, you're not in
Yep.
an awful spot. I understand the call. It's just like it's exactly the kind of spot where you would expect a burst, and it's if it's something that you're watching for, like if
But
it's
at the
in your
same time
head that
though,
like I need to watch for the burst, that's where you're watching for it.
the thing is though, it's not that bad for Potemkin to make calls like that because he already did a lot of damage with the first two hits. Like, and
Right.
Potemkin just does damage, right? So he was like, I could end the combo right now, push you to a corner, which is gonna do a good damage on Chip, yeah, but it's not. You're not giving up that much damage compared to what you just did. So you're like, okay,
Right.
I hit this button. You know what? All that's coming right now is an ender. I can't kill you, but if I beat this burst, I can kill you.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, he's knocking you down. You're gonna be in a forced roll backwards. So he's empty jumping forward. He's gonna be able to oki you anyways off of that situation. So he wasn't giving up quite that much.
Yeah, I mean the risk reward of it as we've kept talking about the, you know, the way that you evaluate those risk rewards, right? Like he it's in his benefit even if he is wrong, what he loses out on is like not all that much, and as you've just articulated, he still ends up in a great spot if it doesn't happen in that
Yeah,
particular reset
he gets a
situation.
follow up. Yeah,
Yeah.
like that was a really good plan. All right, but that being
Yeah.
said, first place is gonna be Shine, second place is gonna be Bean, and third place is gonna be Razzo.
Yep. And Trevwerd at fourth as well
Respectable
had
fourth
we had
place.
just seen just outside of the money. But I hope that we see Trevwerd come back out. I hope we see all of you come back out. We are going to be going dark for the holidays, I think, after this week. But the next community throwdown event for us is going to be on, as I look over at my other monitor, January 6th. So January 4 for the MK and Melty on the Tuesdays, and then Street Fighter and Guilty Gear back here on the Thursday, January 6th. We will both be here. I presume. Yeah, you're going to be here, right, Liston?
I'll be here.
I'm not going to speak for you. I'm going to let you tell the people. Yeah, Liston's going to be here.
I
I'm going
will
to
be
be
here.
here. Hopefully, all of you will be here. In the meantime, thanks everybody who has come and hung out. Thanks Facebook Gaming for partnering with East Coast Throwdown so that we can put on these community throwdown events for y'all. And I hope everybody has a safe and productive and happy holiday. What have you got
Yeah.
for the people listening?
I just want to say happy holidays to everybody. Thank you for viewing. I hope you enjoyed all the action. I hope you enjoyed Street Fighter 5 and the Guilty Gear action. I hope you enjoyed the action on Tuesdays as well, right? So we won't be here for the holidays, as Brad just said, but we will be returning during January. So peace out. Have a good holiday to everyone, and we'll catch you next time.